Apparel production includes all the people and processes involved in designing and making garments. The process begins with fabric, design, pattern making, cutting, sewing, assemblage, and then finally distribution. The largest concentration of garment factories in the United States is in California. However, much of today's apparel production is done outside of the United States. The world's top garment producer is China, followed by Germany, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and India. Where were your clothes made? Check the tags the next time you put on your clothes or go to a store and take a look at where the garments you're wearing are made. Apparel production companies have various departments or divisions. Each of these divisions has certain responsibilities that lead to the shipment of garments to retail stores. The typical departments include and are responsible for research and merchandising, design and product development, production, engineering and management, and sales and marketing. We'll also look at custom work in the apparel production segment as well.
Apparel production begins with research. A firm's staff tries to forecast what their customers will buy. Their goal is to have the right products at the right place at the right time so that the company will be profitable. Apparel designers interpret current trends and create sketches and sample designs. These become a part of the merchandising plan, the producer's plan for creating a line of designs for a given season. There are 4 production seasons: spring-summer, pre-fall, fall-winter, and resort. Producers show the sample designs to retail buyers who then make their selections. Sample designs are made based on the merchandising plan. Retail buyers make selections from sample designs. An apparel worker creates the master pattern in standardized sizes for the design. Fabrics, fasteners, thread, and trims are then ordered. The cutting and sewing typically begins about 6 months before the clothes appear on the retail stores. The trend in recent years, however, is to reduce this time to 4 months. In design and product development, new products are imagined. Fashion designers create the designs and ideas for new clothes and accessories. They may specialize in women's, men's, or children's clothing. Others specialize further in certain types of garments, such as men's coats, women's dresses, or children's sleepwear. Some may choose to specialize in an accessory, such as shoes, hats, or handbags. Usually, beginning in an entry-level position such as a sketcher or a design assistant. A fashion designer is the first person involved in creating a garment. Very few designers get a first job as a top fashion designer. Designers usually begin in another position. Eventually, they move up into a design position. Some entry-level jobs that may lead to a designer position are sample maker, sketching assistant, sketcher, and design assistant. Becoming a designer requires special training from high school courses in art, clothing, textiles, computer science, history, psychology, and higher education such as a fashion institute, a trade school, or a university program. Design and product development. The first step in garment production is an idea. The designer makes sketches until they find a satisfactory one. Then a sample maker sews the design together. A live model displays the sample garment for the designers and the production managers. They consider the design itself, the latest fashion trends, and the cost of making garments from that design. Further edits are made until the final design is accepted. The garment is now ready for production using the approved design. Once the design is completed and confirmed by the designers and the producers, the pattern maker makes a perfect master pattern. The pattern graders modify the master pattern into a wide range of sizes. Today, most manufacturers use computer programs to create the master patterns in the various sizes. Spreaders spread the fabric out onto tables with a machine. Markers decide how to place the pattern pieces to prevent fabric waste. Most production plants have computer systems that place the pattern pieces electronically. Cutters cut multiple layers of fabric with power saws or electrical cutting machines. Computerized knife cutters, water jet cutters, or lasers also cut through as many as 100 layers of fabric at a time. Pieces are then bundled and then taken to the sewing room. Sewing machine operators sew the pieces together in an assembly line fashion. Finishers, trimmers, and pressers complete the garments. They add outside stitching or any hand sewing the garment requires. Trimmers remove loose threads, lint, and spots from the finished product. Pressers remove wrinkles and press creased and pleats and places on the garments. And the final task is attaching the labels or the hand tags.
In addition to production line workers, other people have careers in the production process as well. Management personnel are those who plan, coordinate, and monitor a business. These people may have a college degree in apparel production, apparel management, or engineering. Workers in engineering and management have good communication skills and problem-solving skills, which are essential for dealing with a variety of people and giving clear, accurate instructions. Engineering and management positions include
plant managers. These individuals have total responsibility over what happens in the company. Another name for a plant manager is a chief engineer. Production managers. A primary responsibility for production managers is to estimate the production cost and schedule the workflow of the plant. They supervise all aspects of production activities in the plant. Production engineers. Managing a variety of engineering products is the main responsibility of a production engineer. They help select machinery and choose operation methods for top performance. Costing engineers. These individuals determine the price of producing an item of clothing or an accessory. Quality control engineers develop standards of quality for garments and conduct tests of products at each step in the manufacturing process to check for quality. Sales and marketing. Marketing in the apparel industry is primarily wholesale rather than retail. Wholesale means that manufacturers sell to retail buyers who represent shops and department stores, who in turn sell to individual customers, which is called retail. In the apparel industry, manufacturers sell to retail buyers who represent shops and department stores. Shops and department stores sell to individual customers. New fashions are in the process of production at least a season or 6 months before they are ready for sale by stores. When samples are ready, retail buyers view them in showrooms during market weeks. Market weeks are those time periods when apparel companies offer the next season's fashion lines. Market weeks are those time periods when apparel companies offer the next season's fashion line. During market weeks, retail store buyers come to the fashion centers to view the new collections and make their selections. The U.S. fashion centers are New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, Atlanta, and Miami. In several large cities, such as Atlanta and Dallas, there are also apparel marts. Apparel marts are buildings where many garment manufacturers have permanent showrooms and sales offices. Here, garment manufacturers show their lines or collections and take orders from the buyers for their retail stores. Manufacturers often hold special fashion shows for buyers. Models wear the new clothing design to help convince buyers to order them. Fashion writers and fashion promotion specialists also attend these invitation-only shows. They gather information about the new fashions. On returning to their home cities, they inform the public about the newest fashion and colors for the coming season. Custom work. Some people have their clothing custom made. This means that they ask someone to make garments especially for them. A desire to have a one-of-a-kind garment could be the reason for wearing custom-made clothes. Tailoring is a form of custom work. Suits and coats are garments that are often tailored. Tailoring can be time-consuming, but many people are willing to pay high prices for well-tailored garments. Tailors take a great deal of pride in their work. The finished garments often look nicer and fit better than most ready-to-wear clothing.
So that is the textile production segment of the industry. What are some of the fashion centers in the United States? New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, Atlanta, Miami? Have you ever been to any of these cities? We hear about New York Fashion Week and other big fashion events throughout the year. Now you know that these events are more than just a show to show off designs. The companies are showcasing their designs to be purchased by retailers and then eventually sold to customers. It's an important component of the fashion industry. We also talked about custom-made clothing. Why might someone want a custom-made design? It could be for the fit, for the stigma of having a one-of-a-kind design, or it could be more serious, like having a specific need for tailored clothing, such as someone who is an amputee, or someone who is really tall or really short. Clothes off the rack just don't work for them, so custom-made clothing could be an option. But you've made clothes before. It is not easy. So custom-made clothing is usually much more expensive than the mass-produced clothing that we can get at the store.